On today's Arizona Daily Mix, have you ever thought about taking a trip just by yourself? We'll talk about the benefits and how to prepare.
And championship weekend at Phoenix Raceway is in 2 weeks, and we're getting in on the action. We got that and much more, and it all starts right now.
Good morning. Welcome to the Arizona Daily Mix. I'm Teresa Strasser.
And I'm Bradley Perry. Thanks for joining us this morning. Lexi is out and about today. Good morning, Miss Lexi.
Good morning, guys. I am out here at the Phoenix Zoo. You're looking at Jasper. He is a leopard here. He's an endangered species. I just learned he's one of 150 left, or 150 out in the wild. But they got hit by a huge microburst about 2 weeks ago. Everybody knows the valley got hit really hard, but they're back open, and that's what's exciting, and that's why we're out here checking it out, because they got hit hard, but they were really quick to get everything back up and running for the animals.
So very cool. I like that. Hey, can you run faster than that, Jaguar?
That's a leopard.
Leopard. Sorry, never mind. Never mind.
The leopard, yes.
Yeah.
I don't know about that. He looks like he's ready to pounce, so I don't know. I don't know about that.
All right. We'll check back in with you in just a little bit. I see the spots.
Sounds good.
I'm like,
No,
leopard,
I know.
Jaguar.
Listen,
it's a big
I have
cat.
3 cats at home. Do you think Daniel would notice a 4th?
Oh,
If
that
I
big?
I don't know. It's endangered, though. I would take really, really good care of it.
Do you have a big enough backyard for it to run around?
No, it'd be like pacing and angry.
Oh my God.
Kind of like my kids. Hey, school's back in full swing. Classes, kids, juggling. You know this from when your kids were younger. Tests, activities. Parents are focused on supporting growing bodies and growing minds.
Yes, I recently talked with pediatrician and parenting expert Dr. Lauren Crosby about how nutrition and vitamins can help.
The following portion of the Arizona Daily Mix is sponsored by Smarty Pants Vitamins.
Good morning, doctor. How are you doing this morning?
Good morning. Doing great. Thank you.
All right, with the school year going forward, what are some of the things you're seeing parents concerned about when they step into your office?
Well, I'm seeing more parents looking for easy ways to establish healthy routines that support their kids' overall brain health and wellness. In fact, according to consumer research from Smarty Pants Vitamins, many parents now view supporting their kids' brain health just as important as supporting their immune health.
I like that. Okay, well, let's talk about nutrition and vitamins supporting the kids' immune systems as they go into this, how can we say, flu, cold, bug kind of season.
Flu, COVID, RSV, everything. Well, good nutrition does give kids the fuel they need to focus and learn, while key vitamins like B, C, riboflavin, and iodine help support brain health, but also support immune system function. It's really all about filling in those everyday nutritional gaps so their bodies and minds can stay healthy and keep up all school year.
I like it. Okay, you said about Smarty Pants, and of course they're multi and omega, vitamins and everything to help out. Let's talk a little about this. Why is this important to put into the kids' diets?
Yeah, so Smarty Pants Kids Multi and Omega stand out because they go beyond the basics, packing in nutrients that support brain health and growing bodies. Plus, it has unique ingredients like omega-3s, as well as bioavailable forms of nutrients like methylfolate and methylcobalamin that are easily absorbed. Also, they're certified clean and they are free of the 9 major allergens, super important. But most importantly, kids actually love the taste, making it a simple and stress-free way to help support their wellness and their brain health all school year long.
I like this. This is really good to have in there, as we say, the healthy arsenal. So let's talk about other steps that parents can do to support their children in being healthier during the school year.
Right. So I'm all about routines. All the families in my practice know that. So and routines are great for kids. The day's predictable. It can go more smoothly for the whole household if you have routines set up. So establishing those healthy routines is a great way to set kids up for success during the school year. And one easy way to do this is starting your kid's day with a multivitamin that has the nutrients they need, which is why I recommend Smarty Pants Vitamins Kids Multi and Omegas.
So I like this. You know what I like is that if you get the kids started, they remind you about taking your vitamins, because then you take them together, which is smart to do. So I like that. So where can people find more information, Doctor?
You can check out Smarty Pants Vitamins Full Line of Vitamins for Kids on Amazon.
Perfect. Doctor, thank you very much for joining us this morning.
Thank you. Have a great day.
The preceding portion of the Arizona Daily Mix was sponsored by Smarty Pants Vitamins.
Later in the show, we'll check out a new brunch spot in Uptown Phoenix with farmhouse and European vibes.
But first, do you have a place on your bucket list that your friends and family aren't into? Why not go by yourself? We're talking about the new solo travel trend next.
The NASCAR Xfinity Series Championship is coming to Phoenix. That's November 1st, and we have the ultimate prize pack for you. Enter for your chance to be a Big Machine Racing Borchetta Bourbon VIP with driver Nick Sanchez. You'll get a meet and greet with Nick, sit in his pit box, tour his trailer, and much more. Enter at cw7az.com/win. Solo travel is one of the fastest growing ways to see the world, and it might just change how you see yourself. Travel expert Angie Rice is here, and she's going to talk about why solo travel is trending and how to make your first solo trip unforgettable. Welcome.
Welcome, thank you.
Well, tell me quickly, because you have a lot of places in particular that you think solo travelers would love, but why is solo travel having such a big moment?
I think we're talking about it and we're visualizing it, we're seeing it happen, and that's inspiring people to want to travel. And I think it's a way to self-reflect, and people are prioritizing self-care.
That's a great answer. I traveled a lot myself, but I was just like a young backpacker. You're not talking about that.
Right, it really can accommodate all demographics. Really, I think stereotypically we think of the young backpacker in our early 20s, but I think it's really changing and evolving, where there's opportunities to travel solo, but do so with more safety in mind and with more organization. You can still work with travel agencies. You can go on a solo trip, but then immerse yourself by joining other groups. I still feel that meets the definition of a solo travel, because you're making that intention individually. You're leaving your family, your friends behind, and you're pursuing something that is truly of interest to you.
And you may be more likely to meet people and make connections along the way because you are by yourself. So in a way, it's easier to talk to people. I want to start with the SS Catherine. This is obviously a boat, but it caters to solo travelers.
Yes, well, not entirely. They're just grasping the movement, and I think that is something to celebrate. To have a Uniworld is the cruise line. They offer river cruises, but for them to make the commitment to offer a women-only sailing, I think is very impactful, and I hope to see that trend continuing. So Uniworld and other brands like Backroads are offering these women-only experiences. So for the women traveler, they might feel safer traveling with other women.
Well, I don't know about you, but I watched a lot of Downton Abbey and The Crown, and it's made me want to go to England. How do you feel about London as a solo destination?
I think it's a great destination because it offers so much. It's also, people feel a little bit more safe when they know that the primary language is also English. And there's so much to do in London that's very inspiring, and I think women just naturally gravitate towards the prestige of London, the royal family, the castles, and there's so many gateways. London's a great gateway to places like Edinburgh and further north into Scotland, and you can also easily fly to Ireland, and you can take the tunnel train to Paris. So it's a great gateway, and there's direct flights from Phoenix, which is nice.
I feel like Bali is popular with women, and I don't know if it's like an eat, pray, love influence. I don't think that's where she went, but it's giving me that energy.
It has that vibe, right? Yeah. And I would put Thailand into the mix as well. They offer so much that's appealing to the solo traveler because you've got more crowded city areas where you can blend in as a solo traveler, and then you can head to destinations in those countries that offer a lot of wellness and self-care.
What about in terms of French-speaking countries?
Well, of course, you could always venture to quiet destinations like the French Polynesian Islands, but France is a great destination, in my opinion, for solo travel because, again, it offers that countryside in a safe environment, but there's also those staple cities, Paris to Bordeaux, and heading south of France is very mesmerizing.
Well, I went to school in Manhattan, and I always tell my kids, everybody should live in New York City for like at least a year of their lives. How do you feel about traveling there? I mean, I know it's had its ups and downs. It feels pretty safe now.
Well, our own cities in the United States have, they've come and gone, right? Like some improve and we see enhancements. I mean, we've seen a lot of growth in our city that's been fantastic. And I do feel that I stopped by London quite frequently, visiting before my trips overseas, and I've seen a vast improvement. There is this focus on cleaning up the city, but yes, be mindful. I mean, when you're in destinations with 10 to 20 million people within the vicinity, when you count the travelers as well, it's not always sustainable day by day, but I think the city is moving towards really accommodating the traveler, and there's so many parts of New York to be discovered.
Angie Rice, thank you so much. If people want to plan a solo adventure, how can they reach you to get a little help?
Visit our website, travelbta.com, and you can certainly reach out to us that way.
Thank you so much. This was so much fun. It's given me wanderlust.
Coming up, the job market's tough, so we're getting expert tips on how to get the interviews and job you want. Next on the Arizona Daily Mix. Phoenix job seekers are facing one of the toughest markets in years. Even highly qualified professionals are struggling to find jobs. So career coach and author Gina Riley is joining us to share tips from her new book, Qualified Isn't Enough. Develop your story, land the interview, win the job. Good morning. How are you?
Good morning. I'm great. Good to be here.
Yeah, well, listen, this is a time that everybody, we're talking new people coming into the job world, people who have been in the job world, are finding it tough to find a job. That's why this book is very important, because I have a feeling you're getting back to basics on, again, finding jobs.
Absolutely. Absolutely. What this book addresses is really starting with our own unique story. I call that the unique value proposition. So I help job seekers develop that story so that when they start to network and they start to market themselves, they build that LinkedIn profile, that they are able to uniquely stand out with their value proposition and how they can move the needle at any given organization they apply to.
Yeah, and the reason why this is so important, because we have, as we could say, cookie cutter interviews go on all the time, which again does not separate you from the others. So you might not be landing that job.
That's true. And truth be told, a lot of times interviewers don't know how to interview for skills. And so they resort to reading somebody's resume back to them, or maybe taking off-the-shelf kinds of questions. That's why the onus is on the job seeker to be ultra prepared. I talk about that in chapter 7 of my book. It's interview prep, and I call it the rare candidate framework. And I give step-by-step how to prepare your stories so you can stand out.
Yeah, and what's important too, as we know with this book, you said it right there, the interview in person. I think we're so used to doing emails, DMing on Instagram or TikTok or social media or something, but not getting in front of somebody. And that's, I think, where a lot of people lose that interview, because they don't know how to do that anymore.
I like where you're taking this. That's absolutely true. A lot of people are resorting to what we call in the coaching business the spray and pray mentality. That's, I'm going to apply to as many jobs as I can through those job boards, and they're not getting those calls back. And the reason why is being minimally qualified isn't enough to get those interviews. We need to have conversations. We need to get in front of people, and we need to get referrals.
Yeah. What are some of the tips you can give to people out there who are job seeking right now?
Gosh, the first thing I would do is get super centered on your unique value proposition. What are your unique strengths? What do you value? What are the skills that you'll apply to the job? And then how does that apply or work in concert with the target roles? Because ultimately, the top tip once you do that is you need to align with what decision makers need. It's not what do we want to do, it's what do they need? Why would they hire me now? And I need to be the standout candidate to solve that problem.
And what's so amazing is that people don't realize some of their personal skills could be actually that thing the job seeker is looking for or the job hirer is looking for.
Absolutely, absolutely. And that is part of reading the room and part of like doing your research on the company and going way beyond the company webpage. A lot of people are like, oh, I see what the values are, and they say this about the culture. Look at the news, look at their earnings reports, look at the financials. Try to figure out what customers they're trying to, win, and then go in and talk about the things that matter to them, because then you will stand out as if, you get us.
Yeah.
Maybe you're the right hire.
What I love is that a friend of mine went for a job way back, but what their research was, they actually looked up people that worked there. And he found that actually the vice president was alumni of his college. And that's actually helped him get the job. But a lot of people don't really go that deep, do they?
They don't. And what I primarily work with leaders and executives that are ages 40 to 69. And the people that I work with are doing 40 hours of research and getting their stories together. Now, if you're a new college grad, which my sons are 23 and 25, my 23-year-old is a new grad, he's using this, I don't anticipate he's doing 40 hours of homework on a given company. If he does a couple, that will put him light years above other 23-year-olds. I guarantee it.
Gina, this is so important right now in this job market, so where can people find the book?
Oh gosh, anywhere you can buy books online, that's where to find it. The Amazons, the Targets, the Barnes and Nobles. So it's an easy thing to just have shipped right to you.
And where can they find you?
Oh, GinaRileyConsulting.com. And I have a brand new website, so please come see me there and you can see all the things that I have to offer.
I like it, Gina.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thanks.
Also, we'll have information over on the CW7AZ.com's website, too. Welcome to the second half of the Arizona Daily Mix. We were thinking about tearing down the goal pole like they did at ASU, but not this half.
But we decided no, because we have a lot already planned for the show.
That's right. Hey, with less than 2 weeks away from the big championship weekend at Phoenix Raceway, Teresa, you and I kind of like took the tracks
We
ourselves
did, yeah.
to you know.
We had a friendly race over at Andretti, indoor karting and games. And, well, we'll show you. Take a look.
Okay, Teresa, do you have the need for speed?
Not regularly. You know I drive like a grandma, but not today, because we're here in Chandler.
At Andretti's Indoor Kart and Games, where their theme is
Eat, race,
play.
drink.
Let's go have some fun.
Let's do all four. This place is huge, almost 100,000 square feet of fun. Tell me about all the things to do here.
So obviously we have electric go-karts here. We have three awesome tracks for ages 4 all the way up to whenever you don't feel comfortable racing. We have 3 virtual reality attractions. We have 2-story laser tag for up to 24 people at a time. We have 10 lanes of augmented bowling, and we have a full scratch kitchen and bar.
Well, let's talk about the racing, because you see your job as helping all of us forget about our jobs.
Absolutely. If you're not smiling, we're not doing our job.
How fast do you go?
You can go up to 35, and you do have a boost button that you can use once a lap to go a little bit faster.
And little kids can come here. I mean, 4-year-olds are on their own, in their own go-kart.
Yeah, 100%. The Mini Mario is 4 years old.
And what about the arcade?
So we have over 150 state-of-the-art games with over 200 play positions to get real competitive with your friends on the basketball games, air hockey, whatever you want.
So you get individuals, you get families, you get corporate groups, you get classes doing STEM, and of course you get dates.
Oh yeah, date night's a huge one for us, especially, random weekday dates, the couples come in, or even sometimes the kids playing hooky from school. We don't tell the teachers.
No, don't. Yeah, exactly. You were never here. You weren't feeling well. You had allergies. And this is a place to eat. And it's not just basic food. It's elevated. I see Brad over there. He's sitting in front of some kind of rum drink, and he doesn't like to drink alone.
Dave, come here.
How we doing, Brad?
I know all about the racing. Let's talk about the food, all right? What do we have here?
So we have our appetizer sampler here. So we have some wings, we have some house-made mozzarella cheese bites, some chips, some homemade salsa, some queso, and some cheese quesadillas.
I like that. Okay, and then right here, this is where if you want to not just have a sampler, you have some great meals here too. What do we got here?
So this is our Rucker burger. It's going to be a quarter-pound burger with frazzled onions and a raspberry chipotle sauce on top.
Oh my gosh. All right, let's talk about the menu, because the menu is here for everybody, isn't it?
Yes, we have everything, every allergy or anything that you can want, we have it here.
So I love it. All right, let's talk drinks too, because there's a full bar down there. What do we have here?
So this is our Dragonberry drink. It is a Dragonberry lemonade. It is non-alcoholic, or if you want it for an adult, we can add a shot in there for you.
Oh, yeah. And then this is very colorful.
Yeah, that's our rum stacker. So there's 2 types of rum in there. There's some orange juice, some pineapple juice. It's real pretty and it looks real good, and it does taste real good.
So very cool. I like this. So again, the menu is available for parties, for all kinds of things. And that's the thing too. If I'm having a party here, you guys take care of all the food.
Yeah, we take care of the food. We can cater. We have a bunch of different options for large groups, smaller groups, children, adults, corporate events. You name it, we can do it.
I like it. All right, Teresa, come on over here. Teresa, all right, Dave, come on in here. Teresa.
I thought you'd never ask.
I know, and I have some couple of things here to eat, but you know what? Why don't we race?
But I got to fuel up.
No,
first.
not yet. No, we got to race first.
All
Come on,
right.
let's go race. Let's go.
You know
Let's go.
I'm very
Let's go.
slow.
We got to go
Very
race. Come on,
slow
all right, let's
driver.
go.
Just give me the word, right? You know I don't play right. You know I don't play right. Don't give me this. I'm gonna get back when I feel like. You know I don't play right. I'll put up a good fight. Just give me the word, right? You know I don't play right. You know I don't play right. Don't give me this. I'm gonna get back when I feel like. You know I don't play. Put up a good fight. Just give me good fight. Damn right. You know I play right. Put up a good fight. You know I don't play right.
Okay, that was fun. A great brunch and an even better market. We discovered Lydia's Kitchen in Uptown Phoenix. Take a look. There is a new favorite brunch, lunch, and dinner spot in Uptown Phoenix. It's Lydia's Kitchen and Market. You got a kitchen, you got a market. Tell me about the market first.
Yeah, so we wanted to create a space where you walk in and you just transports you into a little European market. So we have pantry items, we have home decor items. We really think for the holidays it's going to be such a great hostess gift destination to come and shop a little bit. And also too, we are on waits on the weekends for our dining room, so it just gives you something to look at while you're waiting for a table.
Let's talk about the Frederick.
Yep.
It's beautiful, mid-century modern. There are 9 other businesses here. It very much feels like Mad Men.
Yes, yeah. So the building was built in 1960s. It was originally as a dental office. The buildings all center a courtyard, and so we wanted a space that had outdoor courtyards so then kids can run around, you can bring your dogs, and so we really fell in love with it for that reason.
Well, since this used to be a dentist's office, let's get right to the sweets.
Yes.
Because you guys make your own treats.
Yes, we do. So we have a in-house bakery, and so these are delivered every single day from that bakery. You know, if they don't get eaten, then our staff takes them. So we unfortunately, devour these pastries every single day.
That's a perk. Is that a Pop-Tart?
That is a Pop-Tart, yes.
What flavor?
I think that one might be raspberry today.
Oh, it's beautiful.
And then we do have we try to make some seasonal pastries. So this one is cherries because cherries is in season right now. But yeah, every day, new house-made pastries.
Well, from breakfast to lunch, here are some of your popular lunch items. You do a curry chicken sandwich?
Yeah, so we actually added some new lunch items along with, because I think everyone has known us for our breakfast since we've opened, so we added some new lunch items. This is our curry chicken salad sandwich, again on the croissant that is house-made every single day. We have a new BLT that we just added on, and then we do have some new salads as well.
Well, here's a chicken Caesar.
Yep, and the chicken Caesar, right now we have this Lydia special going on. It's called the Girl Lunch Special. So chicken Caesar salad, a white wine, and a side of french fries.
speaking of fries, you're well known for your rosemary fries. Tell me about those.
Yeah, so we actually hand cut our fries, again, every single day. It is quite the prep work, but you can taste the difference. And then they are seasoned with rosemary, and so they've been a very popular part of our dishes.
How about the experience of coming to Lydia's within the Frederick?
So what's really wonderful about this is we were really inspired by big cities and how walkable they are. And so we wanted to create a space where you could go have brunch, you could go visit a couple of your favorite small businesses, really support local. And what's also wonderful is most of these businesses, actually 8 out of the 9 are women owned. So yeah, you're supporting women owned small businesses, and I think it's a really wonderful thing.
You're brand new. You've already gone from just breakfast and lunch to adding dinner, and you've just started with cocktails.
Yep. So we just launched our cocktail program. We also launched our evening hours. So we're open Wednesday through Saturday in the evening time, about 3 to 9 p.m. And so we have cocktails. We have a really wonderful wine menu, a lot of European, French wines. A lot of what we're inspired by is European. So when you look at the decor, you kind of feel like you're in a little European bistro. So we try to bring some of those elements into the space.
Everything is made from scratch: syrups, jams, baked goods, aiolis, all that. Your salmon is smoked here.
Yes.
And it's part of that kind of the European vibe.
Yeah, I think, you can't see it from just looking at it, but when you taste it, you can taste the difference when things are house-made, they're prepped, There's a lot of love and care that we put in a lot of what we do.
What's next for Lydia's? I know you're brand new.
Yes, so much. The evening was a big hurdle for us to kind of get into. I think we're going to try to have some fun with brunch. We're going to be launching brunch towers really soon, so similar to this, but we're going to be putting our French toast, our waffles, seasonal jams, fruit, bacon, and so it'll be a really fun place to bring a larger group and taste all the savory things that we have to offer.
Well, thank you so much. Up next, brunch tower. Don't you just love the sound of that? Those are 2 words that I never knew went together, but I'm happy they did.
So glad you came.
Well, thank you for having us. I gotta try a fry. It's a rosemary fry, right? Oh, good. Ooh. Very rosemary forward.
Yep.
Did that make me sound culinary?
Yeah.
We'll be learning about upcoming events Phoenix Zoo has, so stick around. We are out here at Phoenix Zoo. About 2 weeks ago, a huge microburst storm hit Phoenix. It hit Tempe really hard, and it hit you guys really hard. I am out here with Joaquin. Tell me a little bit about the microburst and what happened here at the zoo.
Well, it was definitely one of the craziest storms I've ever seen here. In fact, I couldn't even see anything. Visibility hit like 0. So from what I could see, it was terrifying. But thankfully guests are okay and our animals are okay.
And so you guys saw some of your guys' huge shade trees get ripped out. It tore up some of the concrete that you guys saw because of the roots going underneath. How did you guys go about cleaning it all up?
Well, it took a village, quite literally. The entire team, it didn't matter if you were in guest services, education, or of course on our operations teams, everyone was out here cleaning up as much as they could. Whether it was sweeping or of course operating the heavy machinery to get those big tree trunks out of there, it was just all hands on deck,
And then you have to think about the animals because they're also getting hit. It's just like us, we're running through, we can't see anything. What's your guys' protocol? Because you would think, why would Arizona have a protocol for a storm like this? But then it happens.
We're prepared for everything out here, even blizzards. Well, maybe not blizzards, but still. Well, these guys are trained every single day to go indoors, and when we know there's a storm coming, we kind of give them access ahead of time. That way they go indoors into their bedrooms where they feel nice and safe. And of course in there, they're dry, they have their snacks. It's totally safe for them, and of course, safe for us. We don't want a Jurassic Park scenario out here.
Exactly. And so what are some of the animals that loved the storm? Because there are some.
Yeah, everyone is a little different, but the ones that definitely have a blast are the flamingos and the rhinos. The rhinos love the mud that is produced by the storms, and especially our big guy Chudy out there. He'll roll around in it. He is just in a state of bliss. That boy says, make it be monsoon season 24/7.
I bet. And so you guys, around us, we see some zoo light structures. Those got hit really hard. There's a Christmas tree, right? Big Christmas tree over there, got pushed into the water. You guys are, it's still happening though.
Yeah, zoo lights is 100% still happening. We did lose some trees and we're fixing a few things up there, but our guys are right on schedule getting everything fixed. I like to joke we have over 4 million lights. Now we have about $3,999,000 and just a little bit less,
Yeah.
But it's going to glow just as bright as ever before.
And what can people expect for zoo lights if they want to come out here?
We're going to have the usual awesome tree out there that is now recovered.
Exactly.
Lights all around the park, but we have some new things as well, like a talking tree and even a special surprise, a returning guest. We can't talk about them just yet, but some really cool things.
They should come check it out. That's
They are going to have to come check it out.
And of course, we're approaching spooky season. We're in spooky season. You guys are having a spooky spectacular event happening?
We have our spooky safari happening.
Okay.
It's pretty awesome. So trick-or-treating at the zoo, right? Imagine going animal to animal, getting candy. Now, Kamara, our lioness, will not be the one giving you said candy, but she will be there supporting it the whole way. But yeah, kids get to come out here in their costumes with their family, enjoy a party at the zoo while trick-or-treating and enjoying the Halloween spirit.
And what are the dates for that for people who want to come?
So that's actually happening this week from Wednesday through Friday, 22nd through the 24th. I'm bad at my dates,
Yeah,
but it's this week.
Yeah.
Please come out here and spend Halloween with us, spend the Halloween season with us, because it's going to be awesome.
And if people want to get tickets for the zoo, they want to come out for the spooky night that's happening, or zoo lights, where can they go?
Go to phoenixzoo.org for all your event info right there.
Perfect. Thank you so much. As always, you can head to cw7az.com for more information. And thank you so much for cleaning up the zoo. We're so excited to come here and check it out.
Oh no, it's we wanted everyone to come down here and support our cause.
The following portion of the Arizona Daily Mix is sponsored by Bonafide Health.
October is Menopause Awareness Month. Nearly half the population will go through it, yet menopause remains one of the most under-discussed health stages for women. I recently spoke with Dr. Alyssa Dweck, Chief Medical Officer of Bonafide Health, about the options available to help women feel like themselves again. Good morning, Doctor.
Hello there.
It's so great to talk to you. This topic is obviously exploding on the internet. What do you think is the most important thing that women should know as we head into this menopause transition, and specifically the perimenopause part of it?
Yeah, well, let's first understand what we're talking about. So menopause is formally defined as 12 consecutive months without menstruation, and the average age of menopause in the U.S. is 51 years old. Perimenopause are those 2 to 10 years leading up to menopause. It's almost the transition. And this is a time of hormone volatility when symptoms often really begin.
Can you discuss the impact this has just on a woman's day-to-day life?
The impact can be quite notable. In fact, hot flashes and night sweats are the iconic symptoms of perimenopause and menopause, also called vasomotor symptoms, and they can be super disruptive and affect more than 80% of women. They can interfere with day-to-day comfort, with work productivity, with relationships, with intimacy, with sleep, which then of course leads to mental fogginess and irritability, and even intimacy.
Well, I know there are treatments available both over the counter and prescription. It's really hard to know how to evaluate the available treatments. How do you advise women to think about that?
It sure is hard. I think first and foremost, find a healthcare practitioner who is interested and well-versed in menopause care. Of course, hormone therapy would be the gold standard treatment, but I have found in practice that many women either cannot or do not want to take hormone therapy. So in that case, there are other drug options that are not hormonal, and there are well-studied, well-researched dietary supplements, such as those from Bonafide, that are available over the counter without a prescription that really help to address menopausal symptoms safely and effectively.
How are women learning about possible treatments for perimenopause and menopause?
Well, as expected, women are doing a deep dive online, and many are turning to social media for information. I am hoping that women will also get plenty of information from their healthcare provider because, of course, each menopause experience is unique, so there are unique treatment options depending on what's needed.
And it's so hit or miss if your OB or your GP really understands perimenopause and menopause. Where can we go for more information?
Well, please visit our website, hellobonafide.com. We have loads of medically vetted information about menopause and perimenopause, and also information on our clinical research.
Thank you so much for everything, Doctor. Have a great day.
Thank you.
The preceding portion of the Arizona Daily Mix was sponsored by Bonafide Health.
Up next, we've got the latest deals on fall items right at your fingertips.
The following portion of the Arizona Daily Mix is sponsored by Chimera.
Water is life, but is it safe? A new national survey by Chimera Water Index reveals how Americans feel about their tap water, the true cost of it, is it clean, and just how prepared we are for water-related disaster. I recently talked with the EVP of Water Solutions at Chimera about the study. Good morning. How are you, Tuya?
I'm excellent. How are you?
I'm doing very well. This is a very serious topic we need to talk about, and that is, of course, the safety of tap water as we start to see more people getting away from bottled water to tap water.
Very important topic.
Yeah. So let's talk a little the safety of tap water and why this is important for us to learn about it.
Most Americans are receiving very safe tap water. That's important to recognize. The quality can, of course, vary quite heavily between states and between the regions. In general, World Health Organization is confirming that present water treatment facilities are very well removing germs and bacteria, as an example. But there is a place for improvement when it comes to other contaminants like forever chemistries, PFAS components, and we were interviewing 4,000 people here in US in 10 states, and 80% of them are somewhat concerned of their water quality from the tap. And that might be the reason why only 26% of them are actually using tap water as their drinking water. The same figure in Europe is 70%.
Yeah, wow, this is amazing. All right, let's talk about some of the risks we should be aware of when it comes to our tap water supply.
We, of course, as people, we very often think that water is free and it's endless resource. But it will be at the risk if we don't ensure that it gets sufficient technical and financial resources into it. I mean, unfortunately, 45% of America's water bodies contain PFAS. So we need to be worried about it, and we need to understand what can be done about it. And our research also showed that about half of the people say that they don't think regions are doing yet enough to secure safe water.
Yeah. What are some things that we could do to take steps in making sure that we are protecting and keeping our water supply safe?
First recommendation always is get informed. Know how your water quality is locally. How is it treated? What challenges it might have? Does it have contaminants which in the future requires investments to be removed? That's important, step number one. Step two, let's all be water smart. Let's not waste unnecessarily water. Our survey was saying that 36% of the water goes into the watering of the lawn. That's a big amount of water, so let's be very careful when we consider how to use our precious water. And finally, we all can vote. We can advocate those decision makers who have these water infrastructure topics on their agenda.
Yeah, wow, this is such an important topic. As we said, more people are starting to turn to using tap water, and we need to make sure we stay safe with it and that we're doing it the right way. So where can we find more information?
You can always go and visit Kemira.com, and of course EPA always have very good public information.
Perfect. Tuya, thank you very much for joining us this morning with this very important topic.
Thank you.
The preceding portion of the Arizona Daily Mix was sponsored by Chimera.
CW7 Arizona is proud to partner with Bashas in the fight against breast cancer. Buy a 24-pack of Pink Label bottled water at your local Bashas, and 15 cents for every case will go to Banner MD Anderson Cancer Center. This is going on now through the end of the year. It's the season of giving, so join us here at CW7 Arizona. Drink pink to fight breast cancer and make a difference in someone's life.
The following portion of the Arizona Daily Mix is sponsored by Best Reviews.
If you've been thinking about upgrading your tech, getting back into a fitness routine, or finally finding a way to make cleaning your home a little easier, you're in luck.
Alyssa Bergamini is standing by with the best products at the best prices in this week's Epic Discounts from consumer resource, bestreviews.com.
Welcome to Epic Discounts by bestreviews.com. I'm Alyssa Bergamini. Take out your phone and scan the QR code on your screen to get ready to save big. If you're ready to capture memories, stay fit, let your home clean itself, and plan for your future, then you're going to love this lineup. First up, the Canon EOS Rebel T7 DSLR camera 2-lens kit. Whether you're shooting family portraits or scenic landscapes, this bundle has everything that you need. The 18-55mm lens is perfect for everyday photos, while the 75-300mm telephoto lens brings you right into all the action. You get stunning clarity, rich color, and the quality Canon is known for, all in one easy-to-use camera. Now let's talk fitness and focus. Meet the Fitbit Charge 6 fitness tracker. This smart tracker keeps your heart rate accurate even when you're using gym equipment. It connects with your favorite Google apps for seamless navigation as well as notifications, and it comes with a 6-month premium membership so you can access guided workouts, mindfulness sessions, and advanced health metrics. 2 band sizes are included also for a perfect fit. Next up, the iRobot Roomba 105 is about to make cleaning so effortless. This robot vacuum empties itself for up to 75 days, uses powerful suction to grab dirt and pet hair, and navigates with precision using LiDAR technology. It cleans in neat rows and handles both carpets and hardwood floors with ease, so you'll spend more time living and less time cleaning. Now let's talk about something even more important, your future. With inflation rising and interest rates uncertain, many Americans are looking for safer ways to protect their retirement savings. One option gaining attention, gold IRAs. Money.com has done the research for you, comparing the top gold IRA providers in the country. And getting started is simple. Open an account, move funds from your existing retirement account, and choose your metals stored in a secure IRS-approved vault. Visit money.com or scan the QR code now to see their top-rated gold IRA companies. Let's take one last look at today's products and services. Head to epicdiscounts.com or just scan the QR code and get ready to scan, shop, and save with Epic Discounts by Best Reviews.
Best Reviews is owned by our parent company, Nexstar.
You can find more on the products and where to buy them over on our website, cw7az.com.
The preceding portion of the Arizona Daily Mix was sponsored by Best Reviews.
Get ready. We're turning on the lights and banging the drums with our coverage of high school football in Arizona. Every Thursday, we bring you the biggest party of the week, the Fiesta Bowl High School Football Showdown. It all starts with our Arizona Daily Mix pep rally Thursday morning at 9, live from the campus of Chaparral High School this week. Then that evening, we're back there again for their matchup against Cactus Shadows live at 6:30 p.m. Don't miss a single minute.
Whoa, that was like, wow, for a Monday. Thanks for tuning in this morning. Tomorrow on the show, we're all the rain that's happened with all of it. Why does that mean for fall allergies? Ugh. Let me try that again. What does that mean for fall allergies? We'll find out.
What does it mean? Apparently, rain kicks up the allergies.
The music threw me off.
And on at the same time. If you like the Sphere in Vegas, wait till you see the Phoenix version. We're going to check out the new Dorrance Dome at Arizona Science Center.
I love it. And we'll show you some spectacular items for Halloween season. So have a great day. See you back here tomorrow.
Bye.
Content segments on the Arizona Daily Mix were paid for by Smarty Pants Vitamins, Chimera, Best Reviews, and Bonafide Health.